I am loving the way this village is coming out. It is, it's exactly what I was looking for. I did a whole bunch of work out here to add a bunch of detail. I added a little bit of vendor stalls here and another on the other side right there. Cleaned up the road a lot as well, added some detail, and just so it wasn't so flat. I didn't want it to just be, you know, stone brick. Around the backside of my warehouse here, that still doesn't have an interior, but we'll get to it. I've got this little cart and this crane that I think is absolutely beautiful. This isn't actually my design. I found this on Pinterest, and it's by a YouTuber named Broken Pixel SK. I'll see if I can link their channel in my video description, so you can go check out their channel, because this is a great design, and I'm sure they've got a ton of other builds as well. Yeah, this is looking really nice. I'm quite enjoying it. I've got a couple the pallets of goods here. We've got our bricks and granite and some, you know, barrels and chests and whatnot. This little wheelbarrow here, maybe help move goods in and out of the warehouse. I think it's really coming out great. And we even have some residents moving in too. I don't know where he went, but there's a it's a wandering trader kicking around somewhere. I think eventually I want to extend this dock and sort of the seawall down along the coast here, but I've got somebody that wants to build a structure right here, so extending the seawall is going to have to wait until it's actually Barnster in my guild finds the time to get on here and build what he's planned to build. And I'm not sure how it's going to fit in, so I have to leave this area alone for now. Instead, I will finish this walkway, so this should go kind of around the side here. This area all here will be kind of like the back of the warehouse, where it's mostly dirt and a little bit of stone and stone brick around the side here. And then the road will turn up and around on this hill. But I haven't planned out what's going to be up here yet. Normally I like to work with the terrain, but this was like unmanageably tall, so I've put it all down, and we're going to do all custom terrain down here, so it'll be a project. So I'll work on kind of finalizing the road on this side here, and I think probably this wall here, and maybe we'll get something built on the top of the wall up in maybe about this area here, so that we've got a nice sight line coming up from the docks. You'll be able to see that building nice and clear. So that's the plan for the day, and yeah, I suppose let's dive right in. All right, I've changed all the stone on this wall, this little retaining wall, to brick and some color variants of it. And I've added some depth using, like, you know, stone walls or brick walls and some stairs, so that you can kind of see like the cobblestone behind the wall. I don't know if I love it. I might end up coming back here and changing this a little bit. I think it'll stay brick, but some of these cutouts here, I don't know that I'm in love with, so I'll see if I figure it out, or you know, want to change anything. On the top of the wall, I think I've planned out 3 buildings, or the bases of 3 buildings, and they're going to be kind of interconnected here in the middle, so that when you're coming up from the docks, you're just going to see these buildings. And I don't want to make them too tall, because I would like to add a feeling of like depth when you walk in here, so that you see maybe these 3 buildings, but also behind them you can see like taller buildings in the background and taller buildings behind those, kind of thing. And I can do that a little bit with the elevation of the terrain, so that'll be helpful as we kind of move back through the village. But I think that's my plan for now, as long as I don't fall in the water here. So let me see if I can put one of the buildings up. It'll be the first one right here. We'll get started with that, and we'll move on. All right, we've got the start of something that's looking pretty good down the street here. So I'm just going to throw a roof on this one here, and then we'll see what the final kind of size and shape look like. And then we can start work on the other 2 buildings that I'm going to have right next to it. So we'll just have a line of little buildings. Maybe houses, maybe something else, maybe storefronts. Not really sure yet. We're going to figure that out. What's happening? I knew this keyboard was going to get me killed. Are we good? Or am I just like next to something? No, I think we're good. Okay. All right. So my D key stopped working on my last keyboard, so I just went and bought a new one earlier. And it just like disconnected from my computer for a second and started walking me backwards, and I don't really know what happened, but it was terrifying. All right, now that's the basic shape of this first building. I didn't finish the roof on this side because that's where the second building will connect, so I've got to kind of build the second one before I can decide how that roof is going to end there. Now, this isn't done. Don't judge it yet. There's no detail on it. It's just kind of the basic shape, and it sits pretty well where it is. It's really close to this building here. It's actually, I had to cut out the corner of the roof right there, but I think it fits okay, so I'm not too worried about that. All right, I guess I will go to sleep and then start work on this middle building. All right, I maybe got a little ahead of myself here. I've got these buildings pretty well, and I haven't done a build update for a minute, so I thought that I would just show these off. So I've detailed this side of this. This is the first building that we constructed here. I put this one up, and I kind of fixed my concern with that retaining wall at the same time. So I still have the brick retaining wall over here under this first build, but over here, I've replaced it with a staircase up to what will eventually be sort of the next level of the town. So I think that came out looking pretty good. And I got rid of, you know, that section of the wall that I didn't really like much. Now this third building, I'm still working on, and I haven't really detailed the exterior at all, really, except for this corner right here where we've got sort of this little, this overhang with some barrels and stuff, but there's not much. I think what I'm going to do down here is maybe like put like a downstairs pub or something in that building. I think that'll be pretty cool. I haven't finished this road here, but I've got it like kind of figured out how it's going to go. So it'll come up and around on this cliff or on this hill. I've got to do a little bit of terraforming so this fits better, but that's all right. It's not a big deal. And then up to this door here, which I think will just be a little storefront. Around the front of this building, we've got another entry here. This, I think, will be an apartment, so I'll set this up as just a tiny little apartment, and then I'm going to have a little, like, maybe like a little walkway up here, maybe even with like a staircase down. We'll see, but I think that'd be kind of a cool idea. Next to the stairs up, I'm gonna do another little like wool overhang here and set up like a little stall for a vendor, and then that vendor can live upstairs above the walkway in this area here, which I think is going to be sized just right for it. And then this is the front of our first building, and I haven't finished the front of this one either. Right. Anyway, I haven't finished the front of this one either. I'm a little torn because this is kind of a big building, and I think that it would be great for a place to live, but this first floor is kind of big, and we've got a whole second floor, so I was kind of thinking maybe having like 2 different apartments here. But the catch is where this floor is, right? So I would have done the second floor on like with a little staircase on the side here, but I can't really do that because the floor is this level here, which means that the door I'd have to like cut into the roof, and I don't think I want to do that. So I got to figure something out there, but you know, we'll see what we'll come up with. And then I've got to detail the rest of the front, which is no big deal. If my voice sounds a little bit different, OBS updated, and every time it does it, like deletes all your voice filters. So I had to redo them, and I hope I got it right. And I don't sound too different or ridiculous. I guess you guys will let me know. Anyway, this is what we're looking at. I think it's coming out fantastic. I would love to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. And, you know, give me any thoughts or opinions on what else I should add here. I'm thinking that coming around here, we're going to loop around the front of these buildings. and then loop back right up against the coast, where I think I'm going to end up putting more buildings right in this area here. And then the terrain is going to slope upwards so that we get that sort of depth perspective looking up from the shore there. But I'd love to know what you guys think. You know, let me know what you think I should add, if there's any buildings necessarily, maybe like a blacksmith or something right out here. I don't know. It's an empty canvas. If I name tag a wandering trader, will they stick around? He can, maybe I'll put him in that stall right there with his llamas. He can just hang out. That'd be pretty ridiculous. Anyway, I really like how this build is coming out. I think it's really great. There's so much detail. I really hope you guys love it too. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like the video, and if you're new here, subscribe for more content just like this. You can stick around and see how the rest of the village comes out. That is all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.